said you go and I go with you. You preach the gospel and I preach with you. Lord, if I go, won't you tell me what to say? 'Cause they won't believe on me, oh no. They won't believe on me. They won't believe on me.
Hey folks, this might be silly to some people, but I might get all emotional. I don't think we'll catch them, but I'm so happy right now because I found froggies. There's frogs in my greenhouse, in my little pond. There's froggies. See, I remember I got a bunch of little frogs from my friend, and at their pond where we have our prayer meetings on Sunday, and I don't know if you can see them. I've seen at least 2 in there. Look at this water. It just gets so clear. These plants, they just really filter it. There's snails in there and everything. Anyway, so I brought these little frogs back here, and I was afraid that the ducks killed them or chased them off. But these little bitty frogs, they managed to either get in here or maybe they produced in here. And I don't know. I don't have the cycle, and I don't even know exactly what little frogs they are. I was hoping they were just the babies of the I don't really know what they were, whether they were just little tiny frogs or if they were just baby frogs. But I just thought it'd be cool to get frogs, you know. And so there they are. Now when I first did the pond, there was a really big bullfrog that found its way there and was just hanging out there. I don't know that it either didn't stick around or didn't survive through that first winter, but it was cool to have the frogs. But now I got these. And if these frogs figure out how to get in here in the winter, they'll have this little thing in here to live in the wintertime. Or just hibernate or whatever. I don't really know. I'm not a frogologist or anything like that. But, and stuff is alive. You know, it's not spring, but I mean, it's getting warmer, and I do believe that it is possibly warm enough at this point. The plants that have survived will most likely make it. And so I've been a little wandering around the yard today. So there is some kale that lived in here. There is some radish, turnip, or oh, come on, what's the name of that stuff? It's rutabaga. Did I say rutabaga? Anyway, so I tried to get all 3 to go through here, and there's parsley. Parsley's lived. There's parsley alive outside, and there's a kale or 2 that's still alive outside. Made it through. I mean, it got below 0 and stuff. I'm amazed. The curly kale, whatever the heck that is, that seems to have done the best. So the cold weather curly kale. I'm sorry, I'll find the specific names for anybody that wants to grow kale in cold weather. It's definitely the one to go. I got the Russian. I had the Russian red, purple, whatever you call it, the curly kind, the dinosaur kale. I know I had at least 3 or 4 varieties. This curly kind it's go with that if you're wanting to grow something in cold weather for real. Parsley, wow. I can see also that the celery. I can see it popping up. Celery. Well, I think celery. I don't know if it's all celery. I can't remember what I did. Celery and parsley in there. Getting a little lightheaded there. Okay. Wow. Can you believe that? I'm happy. Granted, I couldn't eat off that kale through the winter. It wasn't enough leaves growing off of it, but just that it was staying alive. I am happy. I'm so happy. Can you feel it? Yeah! Can you feel it? Yeah! Can you feel it? Yeah! Anyway, okay. Woo! Gotta feel stupid every once in a while, right? Let's see, this appears to be alive. And that's that curly kale. I wish, well, I don't know, nothing. I better just leave it alone. It's survived this long. Let's see. So, trying to find what else is alive in here. This obviously died, but it tried. I don't remember what it was. Little frame deal going there. Oh, that's not even real glass. All this time I thought that was glass. Well, it should still work for the same purpose. What's coming out of this frame causing me to lose heat. I don't know what's going to grow in there from me doing that, but I just get so much pain in my body. Okay, so let's see what else. And maybe I should have took things down and collected seeds better than I did, but I didn't. Kind of a nature guy to some extent. Some even corn stuff that I must have ordered. Shoulder. Everything hurts so much. Okay, so see how this comes back. This was my for here it's prairie bergamot. It's kind of like a lemon balm, I think, but bee balm, I think. That's kind of what it is. I need my stick to do this. This is hurting my arm, my shoulder, my hand. I got all these marigolds that I left out here. Spread some love. I just assumed that the seeds would all be gone out of these things, but there you go. Here's my Biden's bipanadas. Shtick. Okay, I came over to get my selfie stick. Duckies in the water, having a good time. Ain't you? There's a lot of bubbles coming up out there. Who knows what's down there? I'm sure they'll find out what it is. Chickens. Okay, so now here's my wormwood. It did significantly well through the winter. I don't really want to do this by hand. I'm bring some scissors out and trim it up. Now my goji, I'm sure I want to prune it some too, might help it. Not sure what to do. What will I do? Well, I guess we'll find out. Plastic, that's good. Some trash. Put it there. I tried cleaning everything up the other day so that it was cleaner. It did make the chickens. They did. I think it helped because they moved around the yard a lot more. So maybe it made them feel safer. Just carry these things back here and I don't know what I'm doing with them. Just throw them down, right? Okay. So here is some more. See, these two made it. It might still come true. And that would be interesting because that would take it right into the second year, which I would imagine would give me seeds. Some kale seeds. Ooh, wouldn't that be nice? So these were some really nice flowers. And they've got these little floaty things. It was beautiful and a wonderful thing to see them grow. Now, here's some more parsley, and this parsley made it out here, outside. I think there's something about what I did right here. Now it's partially shaded, but I don't know exactly why. Maybe because it's on this. It's got this swell that goes here that somehow maybe. See, that's north, though. I would think the cold breezes would still hit this. I'm trying to figure out where to throw these little fluffy seeds. I want them to try growing more somewhere, you know. Whatever. Just let it go, let nature do its thing. Looks like a rose of Sharon there and a rose of Sharon there. Don't remember putting those there. That's alright though, because I did want Rose of Sharon's growing with this pawpaw tree, which I'm expecting to survive. I want to block it in. Okay. Caramba! Let's see. These are the bigger, I don't know, marigold type flowers, I guess, whatever you call them. If you want exact names of stuff, I guess I'm not the best guy for that. I do try though, so. These here, my mind's going everywhere, and I'm just flopping this camera around with me. You guys are probably getting sick. My raspberry bush gave me quite a few raspberries. My chives. Let's see if I can throw some chives down in a few places. Chives. Throw some seeds. See what happens. You know, I like that idea, and I haven't done it, where you make the little balls with all the seeds in it, and you just throw them. And see where they land and see what they might do. Kind of a fun thing. Kind of a fun thing to do. Now this is something though. All these kale that are out here, now that granted, I did take a lot of the curlies because it did seem to be doing the best in the cold and put, you know, what I had in the greenhouse, but like, I think this was probably dinosaur kale. Almost no color in it at all left. But it's all, see here, now this is a curly, and it didn't survive right here. Now this, maybe it's because, you know, full sun mixed with the cold. Somehow, you know, wipes it out. I don't remember what these are. Ow, something poked me. Okay, so this is trying, isn't it? This is trying, whatever it is, I forget. I don't remember what it is, sorry. So, yeah, because my marker didn't work. Because I was trying to whack this off with a sword in a video I did, which I haven't edited enough yet to get on here. So, hopefully I do that soon. It's entertaining. Okay, here's some red acre cabbage. I attempted to help it survive by putting it in this tire, thinking it would give it extra heat, you know, from the black and the sun, but it didn't seem to do anything. Some whatever the heck that grass is called. I'm gonna put it in the quail cage to see if it'll grow. I just don't see much else out here in the middle that survived. It all seemed to have died away, except for some of the onions and garlic or chives or whatever I got planted somewhere. Such a professional I am. Whatever. There you go. Have fun, everybody.